It's the King J, back with another video. Today, we're going to talk about Tekken 8's beef set, Europe versus North America. Now, the reason why this is interesting to me is because they've had this set in Tekken 7, and this was in Chicago, and EU lost to NA. So now, you know, after the Pakistan versus Korea, and Pakistan won, it's now sparked another, like, you know, tweets here and there from people talking. So we're going to have a look at two videos. There's one from Core A Lounge, and there's another one from FDX. Shout out to both of them for making this content. It means a lot to see stuff like this and content being curated around it. So we're going to get into it, man, and see what's going on. All right, cool. Let's do this. Here we go. Let's see what's going on. Start from the beginning.
I accidentally caused an international incident. You see, Pakistan just fought Korea in the Soup Nations Cup, a 3-day event to decide who is the #1 region in Tekken 8. If you want to see those matches, you can check out my coverage of that in the videos linked below. But the event was a great end to Tekken 8 Season 1, with some of the best Tekken we've seen in months.
Yeah, it was good.
For more. And that's where our story begins. Right after I finished streaming the event, I tweeted right away, speaking of which, we're due for NA versus EU again. Everybody was so excited by the gameplay we got to see that I thought, let's set up another one. Let's do a little instigation. For those who don't know,
kind of low.
2022, 3 years ago, NA versus EU fought in a 10v10 at Combo Breaker. This was back in Tekken 7. And NA ended up winning. So we got a few bragging rights there. People have always said NA is one of the worst regions in the world, and that was a big win for us. Little did I know, this would start all the drama on Twitter that you may have missed if you're not on Twitter.
Bruh, man has all the tabs up. I respect it. Can you see all of these tabs? Woyoy. That is a lot of tabs there, man. All right, come, let's go.
The commentator who actually organized Pakistan versus Korea and the last NA versus EU event said, in time, my friend, don't be too much in a rush to get your asses kicked. Or he's from the UK. He probably said arses. And tapping in ranked
Hey, nah.
TWT.
He thought he was funny by saying that. They probably said arses. I know that was kind of sneaky. I see what you tried to do there.
Champion for 2024 said, "We gave you a good time. Now it's your turn to give us a good time." Pause. Do US versus EU, and he tags Spaghetti Rip and
Wait, bro, he's actually funny still. All right, cool.
Kicks. King Ray Jr., another pro NA player, says, "Why tag Speed?" He said, "Because I love his reaction." And this is where the drama begins.
Okay.
So Spag ends up just tweeting out of nowhere, "I honestly think Germany clears the USA on their own." To which two NA players immediately reply with bracket receipts of NA players beating German players specifically.
Damn.
Kazuku Lars and Tetsu.
Damn.
This tweet will come back from the Evil Padawan.
Damn, the Evil Padawan's got receipts.
Back to the initial "don't rush to get your asses kicked," Speed replies with a quote tweet, "Spag is an admirable guy. It shows a special dedication to his region to speak like this with a 0-1 all-time record versus the USA," referencing the 2022 10v10 at Combo Breaker.
This is why I've said that we can't talk. Like, and I'm not even gonna say we, because I'm not even backing any sides. I've got a lot of friends over in America. So I'm not backing no sides. I'm a neutral in this. Even though I'm from the UK and I'm from Europe, I'm not taking any sides. This is me saying it as a neutral person. To be honest with you, I've got a lot more Tekken friends in America than I do Europe, if I'll be completely honest. Like, I've got a lot of friends over there, So I'm going to be completely neutral in this one. But we cannot talk. That's like, you know, someone losing in a set and then you're still trash talking. How can you talk when you've lost? It's just common sense. So yeah, he's not lying there. I don't think we don't have no leg to stand on. We kind of just have to go there and just win.
Spag, not willing to take that lying down, ends up finding Arslan Ash. They're still in Korea at this point. They haven't gone home from the event, the Pakistan versus Korea event. He finds Arslan Ash, and this is what happens.
Arslan, I want to ask you a question, yeah? Okay, so you Pakistan's #1, right? Yeah. #1, because you beat Korea today, right? But who is better? Go this way. Who is better from NA or EU? And be honest.
Be honest. starting EU.
So Arslan Ash speaks on the record, on video, and says EU is better than NA.
I don't think, I'm just gonna just you know, butt in on this one. I don't think that even matters. That's like getting your big bro to your beef. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, doesn't matter what Arslan says. Like, at the end of the day, we've still got 0. Bro, they can say that NA sucks, they can say whatever, but at the end of the day, we have 0. So why are we talking? Why don't we just go over there or set up a place, a location? Obviously for Twitter and stuff. I don't know if this is for like, you know, engagements and for people to kind of build this kind of like hype or something like that. But realistically, I look like this stuff kind of made me kind of phase out of it because I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like if Arsenal said, yeah, he's one of the greatest in the world, sure. But he can say Europe is better. But we have actually got evidence of us losing. It's streamed. It's on YouTube too. And whatever other platform. So we can't even, I don't know, man.
This starts a huge debate. Everybody starts replying, but Shadow20Z is on the record saying everybody's talking about region versus region, and I just want to beat everyone. I don't care if you're from Narnia. I just want to win. And I respect that. I think that's a very respectable perspective. Raccoon responds, I'm not going to read that tweet, but you but this is a cool competitor's mindset. He's like, I don't care about your beef. I don't care what's going on. Send me anybody. I'll win. And that was the end of March 16th. That was the end of March 16th, and we thought maybe it'll just calm down there. Oh, were we wrong? March 17th, further instigation. Speed kicks. Quote tweeting Shadow. I respect this. But right now, there's dudes waking up in Europe, eating beans with toast, opening Tekken to mash at -8, and then opening Twitter to say they're better than the USA.
Hey, listen, I'm friends with Speed Kicks, yeah? But we don't all eat beans and toast. Same way we don't all have tea and crumpets. I've never had crumpets a day in my life. I'm 30 plus, and I've never had crumpets, right? Like, come on, man. Beans and toast, I don't even do that. I'd have scrambled egg, beans, and maybe like chicken sausage, but that's about it. Like, you know, it just is what it is.
I humbly ask you to beat everyone from over there specifically. Strong words. Shadow digs in. They already lost in the 10v10 back then, and they eat beans with toast. 2 L's already. Would be more interested in facing Pakistan, Korea, Saudi Arabia, or Japan. Get EU away from me. We don't even need to fight them.
It's mad.
Surprisingly, March 17th ended with not much else. Instead, Europe would wake up the next day and bring receipts. Joka, UK Pro, quotes Shadow. Shadow, you've never beaten me in your entire Tekken career in multiple Tekken games. And Speedkicks, I beat you so badly in London. I would do a British accent, but that's going to be ugly. And you told me you didn't want to play anymore. Tapped out. EU wins free. Speed does not. Speed has something to say in response to that. Huh? Joka's talking? The loses to my week 3 Nina Joka? The Jod can't play the matchup like this, Joka? This was after Speed went to CEO 2024 and fought Joka in casuals. He fought Joka in casuals after 3 weeks of Nina practice, and Joka said this. Now, to reference back, Joka's tweet here is about Red Bull Golden Letters, which happened after the fact, so this is slightly out of order. But Speed is saying, when I just started picking up Nina, you were tweaking. Then, talking about Red Bull Golden Letters again, the later event, he said, good job winning some casuals after watching the rest of us play top 8 from the sidelines in your own country. Red Bull Golden Letters was in the UK. But focus on the active pros. You don't want me in this fight, bro. Joka says, I expected a better response. And Speed says, I expected a better player. Where's Kane and Trent?
Ooh.
I think this is
Ooh. Ooh. What? Nah. That is crazy. Nah, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. That was cooking
from MYK.
Oh my.
So it's getting spicy right away. It's getting absolutely heated. And Nino from Germany, the one who won Red Bull Golden Letters, tags in to save Joka. Speedkicks, you are definitely one of NA's best, so I'll always remember how I beat you in Red Bull Golden Letters. That's a nice compliment. It's a backhanded compliment. You're one of the best. I'm glad I beat you. You probably thought you could win with your Nina. When you realized that wasn't going to work, you took your main and got beaten just as bad. Bring anyone from NA, we are waiting. Strong words. Remember this tweet I told you to think back to? Evil Padawan had quoted Spag talking about Germany and says,
I ain't gonna lie, Nino's doing his thing. And I'm not gonna say anything in no hating way. I'm not gonna say anything in no hating way. But Bears, Kuma is ridiculous in this game. I would say his heat is borderline, like you can't do anything. So I'm not like any Bears or Yoshis in Tekken 8 Season 1. I don't know, man. If you beat him in Tekken 7, sure, I'll put my hands up. But Tekken 8, I've already said, and I've said it, but even before this video, Kuma is absolutely stupid. If you watch my streams when I played Kuma, Kuma's absolutely stupid. So is Yoshimitsu. So the trash talking from Kuma or anything like that, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. But he's been playing Kuma from before. So I don't know. I don't know. It's a bit difficult to say, man. I really think Kuma's cheap in this game. Very, very cheap.
Something to say about that. Y'all like screenshots? Look at this. So this is his tweet, and these are the screenshots he shared. 2-0 over Anakin, 2-1 over Fear of Silence, 2-0 over Speed Kicks, 2-0 over King Ray Jr.
I ain't gonna hold you. This is solid receipts, sir. This is solid. This is Tekken 8, right? This is solid. Yeah, solid. Hopefully this ain't Tekken. I hope this is not Tekken 7. Do you get what I'm saying? Hopefully it's not. I do remember Tetsu losing in the 10v10 though. I think he picked Lydia. Bro, Tetsu, I'm going to be so honest with you and be real. You know I'm a person that can only be real. You cannot run that in this 10v10. Like, you have to pick Claudio this time. Like, if you're to be in the 10v10, 7v7, you have to pick Claudio. Because that Lydia pick, no, it wasn't it. And you lost. You need to pick Claudio. Claudio is your guy. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, please, we have to win this time, man.
Isn't that like half of NA already? We won last time. Tekken 8, different game, different place. How about you come to EU and use your money to travel instead of wasting it on Five Guys? Speaking of Five Guys, that's all we need to beat you.
Ooh.
That's wild.
Ooh.
Strong contribution from a TO and the locals owner from Atlanta, 404 Final Boss. This dude's tripping if he thinks Tekken players can afford Five Guys.
Damn.
So
this is crazy. Hey, God, this is crazy.
On March 18th.
This is crazy.
But it gets worse. It gets
is this what I've been missing on
March
Twitter?
19th. King Ray Jr., quoting Tetsu, says, "Where is your top 2 at a master event again? What makes it even worse is I came over to you versus Fighting 13, I believe. I came over to you guys and did it.
Damn.
Top 2, outplacing every European in Europe. King.
I ain't gonna hold you. I was surprised that he came over and he beat everyone, because when I went to Evo, I beat him at Evo 2-1. So when I see he came over, remember, there's guys that are stronger than me in Europe that came to versus fighting and they got punched up by him. So I'm like, what happened? What happened? Like, he came second. Like, what? Do you know what I'm saying? He came to man's backyard. I said, yo, what's going on over here? I said, hey, you lot are playing Tekken, and whooped everyone. Like, man came over and beat him in America. But it seems like every time when King Ray Jr. comes to the Europe and that, he's beating everyone. So I don't know, innit? Like, maybe I should be, I shouldn't be in the 10v10. I don't train hard enough in Tekken 8, man. I'd be honest. Currently, I'm waiting for Season 2. So I'm not even, if Season 2 is really good, I'll play properly. But yeah, Season 2, I haven't been playing properly. But I came 33rd at Evo, which was pretty cool, I guess.
Ray Jr.
Out of 4,000 people.
That I believe Pun Life on Twitter did note that Europe does have a master win. So, important detail here.
Oh, we do Sin.
Ray talked his shit, and Tetsu replied. This is King Ray Jr.'s quote tweet. Tetsu just shares a clip, no text, no comment, of him running up and hot kicking King Ray on Wake Up. A very European play and a very effective one. That was a little fun response to yesterday, but that's not even the beginning. Okay. Spaghetti Rip, still in Korea, interviews JDCR. What does JDCR say?
What's up, JD? How you doing, man? Yeah.
You good?
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
good, how are you?
Obviously, yeah, all good. I need to ask
What's wrong with the audio of this clip?
the question that everybody wants to know.
Mm.
In a battle between EU and NA
Uh-huh.
in Tekken 8,
Uh-huh.
who do you think would win? And be honest, who do you think would win?
10v10, right?
Yes.
10v10.
10v10.
EU.
EU?
EU.
Why EU?
NA sucks right now.
Oh,
Except for Jimmy and Anakin.
wow. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I don't rate that. Again, it's still coming back to the big brother comment that I say. It's like, if I have beef, remember I have brothers, innit? If I have beef with someone, like, and we have beef, then it's me and you, innit? I'm not gonna get my older brother to come. Like, that's what I see the Koreans as. The Koreans and the Pakistan players, they're the older brothers, innit? Like, they do the thing, they're experienced, they do what they do. I'm not gonna get my older brother for my beef. That means I can't back my beef. Like, this is, and I'm from the Europe, I'm gonna say it, this looks weak to me. Like, it doesn't matter what JDCR says. It doesn't matter what Arslan says. But then it seems like maybe this is what it is to hype up the social media. Like, this is their kind of like marketing strategy. But bro, I'm not getting my older brother for my beef. I'm backing my own beef. Do you know what I'm saying? If I really can't handle it, and it's like, raw, there's serious. Sorry, I'm talking about like the whole hood slang. Sorry, my bad. But if there's proper like stuff going on and I can't handle it, then man's gonna get my older brother. And that's what it looks like. Like, it looks like we can't handle the beef. It should just be us talking about it, but getting other people from different regions where they're like, you know, they're like sick at the game and that, I don't know, man. Like, it's not something, that's not really a strategy I would use to be promoting this. It should just strictly be Europeans and it should strictly be Americans. Americans ain't doing that. And I rate the Americans for not doing this because I feel like it's just not like, and that's like, me just saying it, just being neutral down the line. Like, I just don't think this makes sense. Like, it's good and for the hype, you know, it's got 598,000 views on Twitter, right? So everyone's probably sharing it on the Reddits and getting excited and stuff. But yeah, I think we could, where we've got to the stage now as a scene where we can do our own videos. We don't need to get Koreans and Pakistan players involved.
So, JDCR is an honorary NA player, as far as we know. And that tweet set off America. As you could see, tons of replies. This is what really got people talking. The Arslan tweet definitely got people talking. But that statement really set people off. I didn't chime in specifically, but people spoke in my stead, by the way, to point this out, which was pretty cool. So appreciate you guys. But I tried to keep it quiet. I wanted to be as neutral as possible in order to provide some unbiased coverage. You'll find out later that it's not very unbiased, but here we go. Jimmy and Anakin right now. This is funny. But NA goes in, to say the least.
I want to say one thing. It's not just Jimmy and Anakin. Anakin's been struggling in Tekken 8. You lot need to understand that there's players over there that are very good. You got the King Ray Jr. You have Joe Crush. Joe Crush is absolutely sick with Jack. He's been doing his thing. You got Cuddlecore. Like, I've been seeing Cuddlecore, you know, win and do a lot of stuff with Alyssa, and even playing Xiao Yu and Claudio. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of players over there that I would say is doing well. Fair of Silence was doing well at the start of the game. I don't know about now. I haven't really heard much about him, but he was doing all right at the start of the game. Like, he was, you know, really placing when Dragunov was like just crazy. I don't know what's happened as of recent. Shadow 20Z, absolutely amazing player. Been sick from 7 to 8. Do you get what I'm saying? Mr. Naps, I just don't know what Mr. Naps is saying on the game because he doesn't really participate in tournaments. He might be a wild card, who knows? Do you know what I'm saying? So there are people over there that are really good. I'm not going to lie to you. There's probably even more names that I don't even know of. I think Obscure is pretty good, and that's a name that I know of from Tekken 7. So, you know, there's players that are good. And there's even newer players that are coming up. Trizzy, the rapper, you know, loads of players that are coming up. So, Victim of Ritual. Yeah, there's a bunch of players. So, yeah, we can't just say Jimmy J and Anakin. Anakin's struggling right now. Glaciating, unfortunately, he can't travel. I don't know his situations for not traveling, but yeah, he's another one as well. There's so many players over there. So I just feel like underestimating them and just saying this while we're 0-1 makes no sense. We kind of sound like the person that goes 0-2 in bracket and says, yeah, I could have nearly beaten him.
Shadow 20Z, yawning face, sharing this clip of him
Ninja Killer as well.
2-0ing JDCR, eliminating him from this tournament with his Zafina against Dragunov.
Dumb.
Taking the final game 3-0 at Emirates Showdown.
They're coming with
Answer.
facts and
That was a
receipts.
polite guy, very calm. But he talked his shit.
Facts and
Speed kick,
receipts.
empty question mark. Red Bull golden letters. Hwarang versus Dragunov.
It's mental. There's more than
No
one.
audio in this clip.
more
As
than
much as I
one
wanna get
person.
About it. Nasty combo, by the way. This is a 1-to-3 format. Perfect.
More than one person.
Perfect.
Being JDCR.
Joe Crush, referencing an older tournament, the Tekken World Tour 2023 Global Finals. Come on, bro. Bringing Korea Legends to your aid is crazy work. I guess if I lost last time, I would have run to multiple of my daddies for validation, too. A matter of fact, a lot of us had a crack at them. We should run it versus them next time.
Bro, do you see what I'm saying, chat? This is before I've even seen this video. I've never seen this video before. Like, it's literally like running to your older brother or running to your dad and saying, yo, I got beat up. Do you get what I'm saying? Can you come and help me? That's what it looks like. It's so bad. Like, that's the way how it make. Like, obviously, everyone can look at it in different ways, isn't it? But for me, it doesn't look good doing this. It doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, bro, it's mad.
Really. So, Joe Crush talking shit. Trojan, a tournament organizer and one of the best Lily players in the US, if not the world, did not have tournament footage to share, but had a gift that I had never seen before and not sure if I want to see again. Quoting JDCR has spoken, and for those who are audio only, there's a man pumping up a motorcycle tire by sitting on it repeatedly, by riding the pump.
Mad.
Mac. He's not been active in Tekken 7 or Tekken 8. You might not know him, but this is a clip from Tekken 7 on his stream where he said, last time JDCR was in America, he was losing to Piccolo's, Gotens, and Imperfect Cells.
We gotta get him with it.
Fake unblockable and
Jeez.
while rising 2-1.
Jeez. Now that stuff is sick.
Sending JDCR to the wall. Wall combo. Guaranteed
Bob needs
hit
to
on the
come
ground
back in
and a
Tekken,
loaded
man.
kill. 3-1 in online ranked. Rangchu, JDCR is not American person anymore. He's loving the drama as he said he would.
There we go.
And Kaywa said, this is how NA are coming for JDCR after this tweet. Leave the guy alone. There's nothing wrong with his correct opinion. So this tweet really set off everybody, especially NA. And tons of people were replying too. Landon B said, Anakin and Jimmy
No, that's
what
funny
is this,
still.
2017? Just tons of comments. And
That's actually
he,
funny.
At this point, gives a recap. For the uninitiated, here's the timeline. EU says they're better. NA wins 10v10. Again, back in Tekken 7, 2022. EU says they're better again. US beats France and outplaces Germany and UK at Gamers 8. Gamers 8 was an official Team 3v3 tournament.
They did.
Back in Tekken 7 again in 2023, I believe.
They did as well.
In that tournament, multiple countries had teams. So Germany and
3v3.
the UK had teams as well as France, and the US beat France and outplaced Germany in the UK. EU now is posting Arslan and JDCR saying they're better. I think they specialize in just talking. Chicken Chakra replies, all events mentioned are at least 2 years ago, not even in the current game. If you're scared of the run back, just say so. He was prepared for that. He says, nobody's scared of the run back. I'm just telling y'all to learn from history unless you believe in third time's the charm.
I'm not gonna lie. I can definitely see by the likes of these tweets, VDX is definitely on America's side. He's definitely on America. He's definitely pushing on the American side. I can see what's going on there. But he's right though. It just looks like we specialize in talking, which is not good.
So, NA is prepared to fight. Even though EU has historically had a great run in Tekken 8 and arguably better tournament results, NA is no slouch either, and we've been showing up. By the way, Speed says, Spag, we thought you wanted EU versus NA and Tekken, not a Glaze Asia competition. To which I thought it was important to say we would win that too. If we were glazing Asia, we got FDX on the team, okay? We would win that too. Ain't nobody
guy.
does better than I do. Pause.
This
No
guy.
pause it. This was a funny meme out of nowhere. Did we beat Shadow? No, Joker. That was so March 19th got spicy. It gets better. A reminder from
I know.
my past self.
You know. I know. That was good. I know. That was funny too. No, that was a good tweet. That was a good tweet. That was a good tweet.
That I would.
Oh, man. Oh.
Here is March 20th. A nuke is dropped. First, Spag has something to say from the airport.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Spag here. I'm in Abu Dhabi. I'm on my way back still from Seoul, from Korea. Pakistan versus Korea.
That phone vibration is in the video.
I landed in Abu Dhabi.
I keep looking to the
and I
left.
see emotional people, bruv. Emotional Americans, bruv. Do you know what it is? I think what it is that video of JDCR saying that America sucks. I think that really hurt him. Because this is someone that they looked up to for such a long time. I understand, I get it. Because he spent the entirety of Tekken Tag 2 just coming to your ends and just beating all of you and taking your money. And you looked up to him, you know? And he just came and said, you guys are shit, man. But the thing is, you guys are. And it's like, it's not a bad thing. It just means you should be motivated to get better, you know? And we've got emotional Americans coming at me, bro. Like, what the fuck did I do, man? All I did is show what the people are thinking. That's it. I asked simple questions, and I got a very simple answer. If you don't like the answer, don't fucking come at me for it, you know? Anyway, I'm not even back from the Pakistan versus Korea thing, and people are coming at me, man. It is what it is. It's fine. But I'm going to continue to do what I do, which is to create amazing tournaments and exhibitions. And as much as you guys will say that it's annoying and it's obnoxious and blah, blah, blah.
Important context. Spag was getting quote tweeted with people saying, I hate when Spag stirs up this drama. It's so annoying. It'd be better if it came from a top player, but he's just engagement farming. So he's responding to that right now.
And as much as you guys will say that it's annoying and it's obnoxious and blah, 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 you're going to fucking watch anyway, aren't you? Yes, you are. You're going to watch. There's nothing you can do about it. You're going to watch. When that shit happens, wherever it happens, and I've got some potential venues and countries where we might be doing it. You're going to fucking watch. You understand? So, it is what it is.
So he's right. People love this stuff. As long as as much as people will complain, they really like this. And I think it's good. I think it's more hype to have this stuff than have constant cyclical news about the DLC and the battle pass and, you know, the poor optimization. This is fun. This is way more fun. By the way, remember when Speed said, I expected a better player? Where's Kane and Trench? Kane and Trench finally responds a few days late. I put more respect on...
I'm not going to say anything because, I'm just not going to... I don't agree with getting Asia. I've said it before. I don't agree with getting Asia involved. I feel like we're at the stage where we can just back our own beef, innit? I've been saying this for the longest time. I feel like we're at that stage where we can back our own beef. Everyone's got social media now. We all have our followings. We have this. Yes, ideally we will watch EU versus America because there ain't much going on with Tekken, is it? Let's be honest. We're all crying for season 2. So any little drop of interesting stuff happening, of course we're going to watch it. But like... yeah, it's mad still.
Joker's name, mate. I'd also be careful bringing me up when I can clear half your team at a minimum. Shadow, King Ray Jr., Sour Piggy, Cuddlecore, whose TWT 2022 dreams I rainbow dropped in the gutter. You,
Ooh.
who I smashed 3-0.
Ooh.
And I'm but one EU heavy here.
Ooh.
Fighting
Rylan says, Christ, the audio difference between you and the video. It's a reaction. So my audio is going to have to be louder instead of me having to keep pausing the video. Him saying he rainbow dropped the rainbow. Wait, see, he gets it. But you know what the problem is, yeah? Kane, out of everyone that's involved in all of this stuff here, this beef, like Kane is old school. Kane is like just after my era. So Kane gets it. He doesn't need to talk to anyone. He's not on this gossip stuff. He's on this, I'm going to say what I'm going to say. And that's how it should have been. You know, getting everyone else involved. I don't know, man. It really irks me that that's what we did. Because, you know, as a scene, they're looking at us saying, Rob, why did you get Arslan? Why did you get this person? Yeah, it builds hype, I guess. Yeah, but then... like, you know, America dismissed it and said, yo, we've beaten them. Like, what's next? You know what I mean? So, yeah.
And Joka doubling down.
Oh,
gets Kokoma to speak.
Yo, what's up, guys? I
We got another person to speak. I'm not even gonna say we because I'm not even involved in this. I just live in Europe. I live in the UK. Like I'm not. Don't get me involved. Like I'm not involved. I am just critiquing from what I see. I am a fellow UK citizen. Yeah, I abide by the laws. Yeah, I'm just watching. So I don't want to get involved. That's it. It's just looking mad. But this is getting views, 300,000 views. Everyone's talking and looking at it, and I guess it's. I wouldn't do it, but yeah.
Well, today I'm with Kokoma. I'm just gonna ask him one question, man. You know what question I'm gonna ask him?
Just one question, and I can imagine that. Yeah.
It's just like getting your bigger brother. Oh, bro, I got punched up. Can you let them know that that I'm better than him? Like it just looks mad. It looks mad. But for the entertainment value, sure.
Who is stronger, Europe or NA?
It's very simple question, even for now. It's really super easy to answer that. I bet every my.
Don't.
Where's my wallet?
What?
Confident.
Yeah, in here I have so much dollar and Saudi Arabia money. I can bet this all for EU winning.
Why do you think Europe is stronger?
Now, time out. Did man just say he will bet all of his money that Europe is winning? That's kind of crazy. Because if you lose all your money, bro, I'm not gonna, bro. Like I don't know who will win the 10v10 like that. But bro, saying you bet all your money is not, bro. Anyways, let me let the video run. It's crazy.
There are so many good players now, even, but
I agree.
NA sucks now. Honestly. except Anakin or Jimmy or like Joey maybe?
And Shadow.
Shadow, yeah. But who else? Can you pick another players? Like who else?
You heard it here first, guys. Kokoma thinks Europe is way stronger than NA. He even said he'd put his savings on it and his wallet and everything. So what can I say?
Bro, I don't know, man.
Very powerful words. You remember what happened last time Korea spoke? We came with receipts. Shadow 20Z, Joka, you're next. 2-0 over Kokoma. NG Obscure, I'm not even in top 20 NA right now. Lol, but NA sucks. Gonna need homie to sit this one out. 2-0 over Kokoma. NA is ready with receipts.
Gotta stop this.
We're the land of commerce and entertainment. We got receipts. Now look at this. Ty even cannot sit down. He was silent this whole time. Ty, like star Brian player from NA. March 20th finally replies. Joka and Kokoma spoke. This is it. 2-1 over Kokoma. 2-1 over Joka. Ty said, I gotta throw my hat in the ring now. I can't let these two talk like this. All right.
I'm not a fan of him. Not a fan of Ty, but that was kind of funny still. That is kind of funny.
But that's not the
That is actually funny.
Well, also, this isn't the Nuki. There's a funny reply. You should be more worried about making it on the team this time, little bro. Ty was not in the last 10v10. Ty says, all it means is y'all lost to a suboptimal team last time, little bro.
I know. That is crazy. Yeah, like I said, I'm not a fan of him at all. But, like, that is funny. He said you lot just lost to a suboptimal team. And to be fair, his Tekken skills are good. Very, very solid. Do you know what I'm saying? So, having him on the team, I don't know how that could have went. Do you know what I'm saying? And obviously, Brian in this game as well, the tools that Brian has in this game compared to Tekken 7. I don't know, man. I don't know if you don't want someone like him on the America team, bro. I'll be honest. I'm just saying it from the sideline. Because that is crazy.
Woo! This is fire. This is so fire. But that's not the nuke.
Okay.
This video releases, Kokoma has spoken, drops at 2:40 p.m. Speedkicks ATL tweets at 7:46 p.m.
Let me see this.
This is what he tweeted.
But NA sucks now. Honestly. except Anakin or Jimmy or
Drop it. Yeah.
Oh no! No, wait. He said fake laugh out loud. And he's laughing. Oh no!
Now,
That was crazy.
this match is what King Ray Jr. was talking about when he came to Europe and got second place, beating Kokoma twice, making him like blocking his offense. He switched to Dragunov, mind you. Kokoma switched to Dragunov, switches to Fang after. Or sorry, Kokoma picked Dragunov, switches to Fang, and immediately does a duckable string at the start of the round. And King Ray Jr. is the master of string defense. And he says NA sucks. Now, the edit alone is fire, but the context is even crazier. So Speed Kicks has been mostly coding in C++ and coaching Tekken. He doesn't really play the game or stream the game actively outside of a couple days a week. And he put down his code. He saw the Kokoma video, put down his personal projects, opened up Premiere Pro, and when it comes to editing, it's not his favorite activity. So that's why I do a lot of the content with his ideas. But he does not enjoy particularly doing some editing work. So to make this entire edit was commitment.
I ain't gonna hold you. That editing is probably better than a lot of Tekken creations I've seen. I ain't gonna hold you. That edit was actually funny. The way how it goes, that is funny. That was actually funny. For him to not really be an editor, that's actually kind of crazy. But nah, all right, cool. Let's see what's going on.
Pure spite-driven commitment. And on top of that, apparently, he had to put down the edit to do a coaching session.
Crazy.
That's how deep this NA versus EU beef runs. This reply caught everybody's attention. Even Kokoma, even Korean players were retweeting
that edit's crazy.
Retweeted this tweet. Everybody loves this. People from outside of the Tekken scene are coming through and are like, yo, this
But we need to get the creators involved. Hey, we need to get the creators involved.
Senior, the father of King Ray Jr., nodding in approval.
We're getting cooked, man.
Absolutely.
We're getting cooked. 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 We're getting cooked.
And since then, it's
getting
been pretty
cooked.
quiet from EU.
Yeah, we're getting cooked. We're getting cooked.
So, what's happening next?
I'm not gonna lie to you. That edit was fire. For coming from a content creator that's been editing for like donkeys years, that edit was fire. The way it says losers final, that it just, bro, everything. Yeah. Hey, listen. I don't know what to say. Like, if you don't need an editor to help you lot to get them back, bro, I'll do it for free, bro. I'll help you lot because, bro, we need help here, boy. This is crazy. Hey, nah, this is mad.
NA versus EU will happen. I'm working on it. We have 2 potential locations and both offer something unique and exciting for everyone. If it goes as planned, it's going to be insane. He also said, I trust Speed Kicks to be impartial and thorough in helping to create an optimal NA team. With his knowledge of the game and current experience of the NA scene, Speed says, we have a list
describing
our player pool from decorated pros to underground legends. Confirm a location, and we can confirm a team. Organizer of Combo Breaker and Evo, Rick the Hotto, says, most of my feed is NA versus EU back and forth. Let me know if y'all are running this back and need help sourcing a location for a Tekken 8 round.
Yeah.
So we have support from one of the biggest tournament organizers, if not the biggest. Evo is the biggest, right? The biggest tournament organizer in...
Hey, shout out the Hado, though. We've had our conversations. Yeah. I like the Hado. So, yeah, this is good that we're getting this type of talk going on. I reckon it should be probably Evo France. I reckon that would be the best location to do it. But yeah, I don't know. They might have a better idea. That's just me just throwing my 2 pence in. Jay hopping on the team, nah. Bro, they struggle with King Ray Jr. I've beaten King Ray Jr. So I don't know. But like, I'm not on their level in it. Like, I don't I don't take Tekken 8 serious. I don't train for it. I kind of just do ranked and just press buttons and see what happens, and that's the game. But I want to see Europe at least getting one on the board, like that. But remember, like I said, I'm from the UK, but I do have a lot more American friends and stuff like that I talk to than the European lot and the UK lot. So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, I'm fully Europe, but yeah, I do want to see them get one on the board. If it's 2-0, yeah, we can't talk at that point. There's no point getting our bigger brothers or cousins or dads to even get involved in this. It's literally like, if we lose 2-0, we have nothing to say.
The fighting game scene to host this. So what's going to happen? Tons of conversations are happening on Twitter about, again, drafting the 10v10 teams. So let me know in the comments, who do you think belongs in each squad? 10v10 NA versus EU. It's going to be hype. We still have to build the teams. We're going to wait for the Season 2 changes. It's going to be really exciting. This is always so hype. Obviously, Pakistan versus Korea determining the #1 strongest region.
All right, so I think that video is done. I definitely want to say that this is definitely interesting, that it's good that we have something like this going on. Like, because Tekken 8 is kind of boring. Like I said, I don't even play the game at the minute. I play Street Fighter, Virtual Fighter. I'm about to play Bleach as well. Just don't have no interest for the game. The game, Season 2 is kind of just... Season 2 is the only hope and grace where I'm like, okay, this might actually make me want to play the game again. There are some players that I feel like we haven't spoken about in America. I think Ninja Killer is ridiculous at the game. I know he comes from a Mortal Kombat background, but I think he's ridiculous at the game. There's probably a few other players that I don't even know about. There are some American players just all around the world. Like, I mean, why did I say American players all around the world? There's American players all around the states, is what I meant to say. All around different states. So you have Atlanta, you have like loads of different places where people could be in this tournament. How are we going to get everyone together? That's my main thing. So we had, American representative talking about the NA versus EU. We're now going to move over to the UK side, and we have Spag and Joker talking with Gerald from Core Gaming.
Two rivalries. It's a little bit different. We touched upon this a little bit earlier, but the NA-EU rivalry is it's pretty fierce. There's a lot of trash talk, and I remember it was Red Bull Golden Letters. We were just at the hotel lobby or grabbing a few drinks, and I was like, it was like Bloodhawk was there, and it was like Tasty Steve, but I think you guys really went in on the American players, and but it's this is off camera, off the record kind of stuff, and but to have that come out into an NA versus EU, an official tournament, like when you were not commentating, right? Yeah. It's that kind of stuff is pretty sick. But the Pakistan-Korea rivalry was kind of you didn't have that same dynamic, but the tension was still there. It was still really great. So it's almost a different flavor of the same power of having the country rivalry. Rangchu was saying when I say Atlanta,
Atlanta's a city, like Georgia, like Tennessee, all those places in it. That's what I was meant to say, but I said Atlanta because that's where I know most of the Americans that I get along with. So I would say that's why I said Atlanta. But yeah, Georgia, Tennessee, all of those places.
Did a podcast with him. He was just mentioning I don't know if in the Asia regions, and I think he's including Pakistan as well, with the players. Just being so openly trash talking compared to the other regions, NA and EU, but he did say it's pretty entertaining. Pretty awesome.
Like I said, Lee was posting the tweet of the guy eating the popcorn, the gif. People enjoy it, and they might not indulge in it themselves, but they like the trash talk, man. And
I feel like in regards to the trash talk, I feel like they haven't seen anything yet. I think this one's gonna be even more heated. I feel I think there's gonna be more build up. And of course, the most important thing of these exhibitions and these regional rivalries is timing. You don't want to rush these things. You want it to be built up authentically and everything.
I mean, I don't want to start it.
I agree with that. It shouldn't just be a straight away, let's go and get this done. Let's do a 10v10. I think it should kind of let it phase out a little bit where people are talking, then people get excited, then we can kind of figure out a venue and stuff like that. Then I say we, because I'm not me, them lot. They could figure out a venue, do whatever, and then get this rolling. You know, like it would be good to watch. If we lose again, then yeah, we have to just not say anything. It's yeah, I just don't want to. I don't want Europe to lose. But if we do, then I say we. I'm not even involved in this, man. Like, if Europe loses, then it's 2-0 to America. There ain't nothing that Europe can really say. I'll be honest at this point.
Of course.
Now, but I am curious. So
But of course, like, it takes time. We gotta let it, sit down, settle.
Yeah.
We gotta start building up. Make some
just let
tweets
it
here and there. Just throw out some tweets,
But-
and then.
But so Joka, you've been interviewing people all weekend, and you've been interviewing Korean players and I guess Pakistani players as well. And you asked this one question, I think, to almost everybody, right? It was who's better right now in Tekken, NA or EU?
Yeah.
And what was the score like on that one?
I'd say like 19-1. And the thing is, right, I made sure to ask certain players, explain to me why EU's better, and they gave reasons and stuff. So
Yeah.
All of them said Europe besides one Korean Tekken player, which was interesting because the reasoning he gave was, it doesn't make sense. I feel like he confused the regions. He actually said he thought Americans are more aggressive than Europeans. And I was just sat there like, interesting.
Americans more aggressive than, bro. That doesn't make sense. It's definitely that. Anyways, I think Europe is way more aggressive than America. America, yeah, no.
Okay.
But everyone knows that it's
It's
not
the
the
opposite.
case.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, so that's kind of interesting. So that seems pretty lopsided. So I mean, I guess in terms of like just the consensus, and this is like natural consensus between actual pro players, is that USA is free to Europe. That seems to be the consensus, right?
The thing is that, and this is no exaggeration, the problem is, don't laugh. Why are you laughing, man? The thing is that, to be honest, America is awful at Tekken. Like, it's true. Like, Tekken, specifically Tekken 8. Now, they'll bring up Shadow, right? Oh, Shadow got top 8. You have to play a...
Well, he says specifically Tekken 8. So, yeah. I mean, I keep saying we. I need to detach myself. Not we. Europe lost in a 10v10 for Tekken 7. But they haven't technically lost a 10v10 in Tekken 8. So are we wiping that 10v10 for Tekken 7 under the mat and we're starting again? Like, I don't know if that's what we're doing. Not we. The Europeans are doing. I need to stop saying we.
We had to play Atif Butt, and then at the end of the day, we both lost to Atif anyway, right?
Yes.
As soon as he made top 8, he lost
Yes.
to Atif anyway.
Yeah.
But let's say it was the other way around. Let's say, who was it, Daniel?
Yeah, Daniel.
Let's say Daniel had to play against that Mexican. That Mexican was good, by the way. Shout outs to Divine Nexus. But
Okay.
Daniel probably would have beat him, right? And then he would have been top 8. And then Shadow would have had to play Atif, and he would have lost. And then Daniel would have lost to Atif. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not
Yeah.
really. And if you look at all the tournament results recently, like, it's been so lopsided. Like, it's been Europe outplacing America in pretty much every tournament, right?
EWC,
Okay. Yeah.
Tekken World.
And it's the reason why, if you look at Arslan, when he interviewed me last year at the start of Tekken 8, he asked the same question. I didn't get him to ask it. He said, who's better, NA, EU? And he asked, who had more qualified players in the Tekken Volta finals? And Arslan said, it was EU. And he goes, EU.
Okay.
And he said, EU. EU's better. In Tekken 7.
Yeah.
Right? So after that 10v10, which happened, it was 10-8. It came down to Gosei and Joker in the end. This is Joker's first international, by the way, when he played.
Yeah.
He kind of made a name for
Aye,
himself.
we got Josh Fame James in the building. Man said I'm gonna whip myself back into shape. Call it game over for everyone. Aye, if we got that MLG, Josh Fame James. Boy, yeah, they don't even know. Oh, whoops. Hold on 1 second, you lot. Hold on. Whoops. Cool. So let me hear the rest.
Up there. And obviously we had probably the worst day that we could have had there. People didn't perform.
It was
Like,
heartbreaking for me.
Fergus didn't play well. Steffi Black, who went on to get 3rd place the next day, played awful in the exhibition.
Yeah.
Chicken Maru, who is fundamentally stronger than everyone in NA, he just didn't play well at all.
Okay.
A lot of bad. And then Tetsu dropping that combo as well,
Yeah.
like against victims.
Another thing as well I need to add is like I did not travel to any international. That was my first international. So you can imagine the different in environment, atmosphere, everything.
Okay.
So I traveled to America for combo break and the 10v10.
Yeah.
And I was just like, wow, this is a different environment for me. I'm used to Europe, you know, where people
Yeah.
know of me, but they won't cheer against me and whatnot.
Okay.
But I'm in America and they were like shit talking me. I'm like, you know what? I kind of like this. It's motivating me, you know, to perform and stuff. And another crazy thing that we need to tell these guys.
America is a whole different kettle of fish. Like, Europeans are used to people playing quiet and stuff like that. People will say stuff like, get in his ass and all of these mad things, bro. Everything, bro. I remember getting to final round and I think I was the only UK player at this time. They took a whole heap of smack. Like, bro, I remember, who was I playing? Bro, I remember just everyone's just chatting the most smack. And I was just like, yeah, this is different. Like, even if you have a headset on, you can hear it. They're just mad shouting and that. And it's like, yeah, that's what they're about. Like, that's what they're about. It's crazy.
I wasn't even meant to be on the team. I was actually a substitute. So imagine if I wasn't on the team, like, God knows what would have happened.
Yeah.
But like, it's just crazy that I wasn't meant to be on the team, but then I got subbed.
I missed final
Who
round.
did I? Oh, I replaced.
Shout out final round.
Yeah.
we don't talk about redacted.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean,
But-
yeah.
Yeah, I replaced him, and of course, me and Gosain did the best. Of course, it's heartbreaking seeing what happened to some of our best players at the time. You know, Sefi Black and you know Fergus as well is.
Got a lot of love for ATO, man.
And Super Kumo
Yeah, Super
made
Kuma.
some really dumb decisions as well as the captain.
Yeah, some insane decisions. It's why I think we definitely need to plan this time. You know, have different captains. You know, strategize properly, because I feel like some people let their ego and emotions get the better of them.
Yeah, as part of the
And
game, you know,
That's part of the game. And
emotional control,
The thing
right?
is, in a team exhibition or a rivalry, you can't let that happen. You know, you got to work as a team. You got to communicate with one another. You know, you got to
Yeah,
make
yeah.
sacrifices as well.
This is a team that was playing release Fakram Ram. They were getting lucky. They were just like, you know, they got side walls like every time, you know, against it. It's like, come on, man, you got mad lucky. We had the worst day, and it was still 10-8 in your own backyard. I
Yeah.
mean, that was, I mean, and,
10-8.
Yeah.
and we've only improved, and they've only got worse. You know.
Yeah, okay.
Now, season 2 didn't just buff the hell out of King and Jack. I mean, what?
Not gonna lie to you. 10-8, 10-9, 10-7. It still had a result of a winner and loser. And that's not me taking sides. Like I said, I live in the UK, but yeah, they still had a result. It just doesn't matter if it's 10-9, final round. Bro, we have a winner and a loser. That's how sports work. You know what I mean? Like, in any sports, racing, basketball, football, like American football, like all of these things, it doesn't matter. Like, someone wins a trophy, someone doesn't. It does sound like there were some, like, from what I'm hearing, some dumb decisions made on the Team EU. Hopefully, we have time. Hopefully, you lot can kind of resolve a team and just kind of like work towards someone being a captain and someone just, you know, saying who should go where and stuff like that, and be smart about it. Like, you know, I know some of the decisions that happened, like some of the things that I saw, like obviously, rest in peace for Hito, like obviously the teabagging and stuff is only gonna, it's gonna like look bad on us when we lose. So obviously, let's try to, I mean, you can teabag if you want to, it's entirely up to you lot, but like, I wouldn't suggest it, because if we lose and it's 2-0, we're gonna look dumb. And like Tetsu using Claudio, not using Claudio, sorry, and using Lydia, I don't think that makes sense. Please use your strongest players, your strongest players and your strongest characters, like, and place them accordingly. Like, we need to win this one. Sorry, not we, Europe. Stop saying we. Europe need to win this one. Just play your mains, like, position yourselves in the right way. No, like, just play Tekken. Like, you see when you saw Pakistan versus Pakistan versus Korea, they just play Tekken. Like, that's what I didn't mean we. This is what Europe needs to do. If North America does it, let them do it. Just keep focused. Like, come man, like, you got like, Europe need
They
to
could actually do.
get one on the board, man.
Yeah, so I guess like I mean the Pakistan Korea tournament was so recent, but
Just stop saying
curious,
we.
like if this were to happen again, EU versus NA, I guess would it have to be on EU turf? You think?
You know what it is? It doesn't even have to be. I don't mind traveling to their region and beating them.
Oh, okay.
Like literally, I'm so confident in my ability. Now, one thing
America's
I'll tell you as well,
lazy.
in Tekken World Tour, my main goal was Shadow's above me in the leaderboard, right?
Yeah.
So I said to myself, wherever Shadow goes, I go. I'm so
Okay.
confident against him, and I said to myself, wherever he goes, I go.
Wow.
Now, there was one person I did not want to play in from all those top 20 players,
Yeah.
and it was the John. But I saw the
Oh.
John follow the Shadow, but I thought, you know what? I'm still going there. I don't care. I went there, I almost beat the John as well, but I beat Shadow.
Okay.
Like, for me, I'm so confident against all the Americans. I know how they play. You know, I've never lost to Shadow. I have like a winning record against most of the Americans.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess if you were to make a list of players for the American side, I mean, you don't have to do a full list, but just off.
All right, so just to run back on this, yeah. This is interesting. Like I said, I'm even hearing this stuff and just the thought process of, you know, everyone and what they're saying. It makes me want to play the game. I'm not going to lie to you. It makes me actually want to play, like, you know, properly. Like, learn matchups, study, play the game. It actually does. Like, I've always been in this kind of 50-50 way of should I play, should I not? Like, when I say play, I'm talking about like actually studying matchups, actually learning how to do certain things against certain situations. Stuff. I just play ranked, you know? And like I said, I'm happy with my 33rd placement with Evo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm happy. And some of the people I've beaten along the way, I'm happy with. Like, you know, like, it's good. Like, as a, you know, they label me as a content creator. Like, beating King Ray Jr. as a content creator is pretty good because he came to us and came second and nearly won the tournament. Like, that's insane. You know, this is interesting. It makes me feel excited to play the game. I'm not playing season 1 though. So that's why I've kind of stayed away. I've not really been streaming. I haven't been streaming Tekken. But I will talk about, like, you know, if there's new stuff happening. Obviously, Tekken Talk is tomorrow, so I'll be reacting to that as well. Like, this stuff is interesting, man. I really want to see what happens. I feel like we had like an explosion of tweets for the last couple of days. I wasn't able to pay attention to all of them, but it's good to see that, you know, we're getting this, which is a podcast. Then we're getting 3DX talking about it. Then we're getting, like, you know, streams. I'm talking about it. Like, you know, there's other people, other players, creators, whatever talking about it. This is interesting. It will be good to see America versus Europe. Or it'll even be good to see America versus Korea. That's something that I want to see. That's pretty interesting. If they can beat Europe. If they can beat Europe, I want to see America versus Korea. That would be sick. But again, I already gave my list of who I thought would be in this. So I'm going to pull that up now. And just explain, because I feel like people didn't really understand my tweet. So let me just go and get that up now, so you lot can see exactly what I meant. Because we done this on a video before, and I think I should put that video up on my other channel just so that people can understand what I meant. So let's get into this. So that's my washing machine going off. Let me just hold on one second. Let me turn that off 1 second. All right, so here's the list that I had. So the 10 EU players, again, like I said, any type of, like, you know, differences I have with people, it never ever goes into any tier list or anything that I will put on here. So this is my 10, regardless. And this is to talk about, like, how they are in terms of Tekken. I'll always rate people if I think they're sick at the game. That being said, 10 people. You would have Joker, Feng. You would have Nino, Kuma, Sephi Black, Shaheen. Even this, to me, I don't know. I would probably trade because Sephi Black hasn't been performing well. But at the time, I said, I think Sephi Black, in terms of his knowledge, his competitive knowledge as well, history and stuff like that, I think he should be here. Because he's like one of the longest playing players from here, I think. Yeah, he's been around for time. He's been around for Tag 2 to now. I think he would be good. And if he's not on the top 10, I mean, in 10 European list, I think he should be the captain. potentially. But then again, I don't know. He's such a nice guy, so he might not say certain things that he wants to say. So I don't know. Jod, Sin, Yoshi, Gosain, Law, Dombili, Mayman, Dombili Mayman, Feng, Tetsu, Claudio. I don't want Tetsu playing Lydia or any other characters, bro. Please play Claudio. We have to win this. Daniel Mardo, Jin. I know Daniel Mardo he's got a Korea visa now, and I think he's living in Korea now, so I don't know how that would work, but definitely have Daniel Mardo there. I think he's trying to study to become like some next level Tekken player, so that makes sense. Or it might be for something else personal. I have no idea. I'll probably ask him at some point. Strog, Steve. Now, I feel like people are sleeping on Strog because we haven't seen him in many tournaments, to be fair. Obviously, he's from, I believe, Russia. If I'm wrong, then someone can let me know. So seeing this is pretty cool. Potentials, DBP. I think DBP is good. His law is really good. Super Kuma, his leash good. K-Wiz, I personally, if it was me, I probably would substitute K-Wiz with Sephi Black. If I'm being honest, I probably would. But I don't know. Again, this is just Sephi Black was there because just experience. He's had a lot of experience. He's done really well in terms of career. I mean, in terms of like just in tournaments in general. I think Sephi Black has done he's done really well, especially at the start of Tekken 8. He done really well with Shaheen. Now I don't know what's going on. I thought Russians can't compete. Maybe that's Tekken World Tour, but this is not Tekken World Tour rules. So yeah, no. But then Kane and Trench. I think Kane and Trench should be there too. And I had a lot of people message me like, oh, like what about what you think Sin is better than Kane and Trench? Fundamentally, no. I don't think Sin is better than Kane and Trench. I think fundamentally Kane is way better than Sin. Fundamentally, like I think he's way better. But in the first two, I think Sin is more random. And random works in Tekken 8. And Sin has beaten him in the mirror in versus fighting. And he's also placed higher than him in multiple situations. So you can't, like, as much as Kane is my friend and stuff like that, like, being on the same team together before for Tekken 7 and stuff like that, I cannot just say, yeah, Kane and Trench. Again, this is what I say. Like, when I do things and I say stuff like this is out of, like, what I can see from tournament placings, their skills and stuff like that. Kane and Trench is better fundamentally, but yeah, I think right now Sin has been placing a lot better. And it's not just from one tournament. So, yeah, and Sin has won a tournament. Do you get what I'm saying? He's won a tournament. He beat Kokoma for, I can't remember what tournament it was, but yeah, he won a tournament in Tekken 8. Neon K, I think Neon K is good. I wouldn't replace him for anyone in this list, but if they really wanted someone there, then I'd say, all right, cool. The two people I probably would replace, and I think there's 4 people. I think Kane and Trent, well, let me just get down to the list. I think Kira is absolutely solid. I don't know if nerves will get to him, but I think if Kira is really good on the day, yeah, he can be very problematic. So I would definitely put him somewhere on the list if needed. Fergus, I think Fergus is just, again, like he's all round to me. I think he's a solid player. He's been around for time. Again, he's another one with nerves that I'm just like, okay, I don't know how nerves will be in this thing. It can either work in their favor or work against them. So yeah, I would say Kira, Fergus. I don't know about Neon K if he gets nerves like that. I'm unsure. I think El Richie is really sick. I think he's consistent with how much he plays the game and stuff like that. And obviously as a character, Leo, that's very strong. I don't particularly know how you would do it in the 10v10. But I think he's super passionate. I think he should be placed somewhere there. I just don't know. This list is stacked as a European list. K-Top. I know a lot of people are like, bro, you put K-Top there. I have a strong belief that K-Top is so hungry. And I think he's someone that you need to watch out for in Tekken 8. I want you lot to remember that I've said this in a video, because what happens is there's always a player that I can kind of see is so hungry and they're going to do really well. And I think K-Top is that player. Like, if you give him that opportunity, I think he will run with it and be like, well, I really want to do this. Now, people said there's no Tibitano. I did put Tibitano in the list as a starting lineup, but for some reason, I took it off and I didn't put it back into potential, so that was my bad. Tibitano would be in potential. Like, Tibitano, I think, is really solid. He's quite random, and I think if he done a rage out and got blocked and it was EU versus NA, I think I'd be so mad. So I would kind of be a bit like, do we bring him there? Do we put him on? I don't know. But yeah, he would be in the potential. Pika, I probably wouldn't, no. But Pika's strong. You know what I'm saying? Pika's strong. So yeah, that would be the list. That would be the list. In terms of the people that I probably, if I had like my own list and I was actually to figure out like who I'd put in there, I think Sephi would probably be removed. Potentially. And I'll probably swap him with either A or Richie, Kane and Trench, K-Wiz, or K-Top or Kira Kira. Yeah, it would be one of those a lot. Don Billy, I think Don Billy's strong. 10v10, I don't know. So if I was to potentially replace people, it would probably be Sephi Black and Don Billy, in my opinion. But all in all, I think this list is pretty solid. I know people would change Sin for Kane and Trench. It's not a bad shout. It's not a bad shout because random doesn't always mean good for first to 10. Sephi is non-negotiable. Yeah, but he hasn't really been placing well with Tekken 8 as of late. But he has the most experience, and I think he could do well. But then I say that if he does do well, I'll actually say, yeah, you know what? Like I think he could do it. It's just a part of me that's like, I don't know if he's believing in Shaheen. Like if this was Miguel, yeah, sure. Like that guy, blood, sweat, and tears with that character. But I feel like Shaheen is a substitute for Miguel. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yes, he's character for now, but as soon as they announce Miguel, he's gonna drop Shaheen. Let's just keep it a stack. Whereas everyone else has got their character. You know, Joker's got Feng, Nino's got Kumar, Jod's got Nina, Sin's got Yoshi, Gosen's got Law. Like these are their characters. Tetsu's got Claudio, Daniel Marder's got Jin, Strug's got Steve. These are their characters. And Sin, I'll probably swap for Kane. I'm not gonna lie, but it's hard. It's hard. I probably would just because Kane is fundamental, and if he lost, then you could just say, all right, cool, he lost. Whereas I feel like Sin might just do something so stupid, and man will just be upset, like because I'll be like, bro, why would you do that? Whereas Kane, I feel like Kane will actually lose, but it'll be by fundamentals. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, he made a decision. The decision never worked out. But like, I feel like, yeah, with Sin, I don't know, man. There's a part of me that's like, yo, I don't know. Where the Clive player's at? Oh, K-Top. I think K-Top is a Clive player. He's actually really good, to be fair. I would put money on him. I think he's that good that in a year or two, I would put money on him to be like, to be one of the top players. I think K-Top, because he's got the potential to do it. I can see it in him. I can see it. I can just see it. But yeah, all in all, 10v10 sounds good. I can't wait to see what's going on. It's been your boy King J. Remember to subscribe if you like content like this. I never usually do videos over an hour, but this is a video where I'm passionate about, you know, Europe, Tekken. I've been, you know, competing / content creating for the game for a while. I don't compete much anymore. I think I'm more on the content creation streaming side of things. If Tekken 8 Season 2 gets good, then yeah, I'll properly practice. But until that time, seeing like the whole community have their, you know, back and forth with their NA versus Europe, it's fun. It's interesting. And I think it's actually bigger and more interesting than what's happening with the Tekken World Tour, you know? Like, it just feels interesting. It's a community-based stuff. So it's good to see how far we can take it. I say we. I'm not participating in it. But it's good to see how far they can take it and, you know, see how far they can push it. But yeah, all in all, who would win? I don't know. But I do think we need to stop getting people from the other side, stop getting the big bros, big cousins, and the dads to come and help us. I feel like we need to fight these lot head on, do our social skills by ourselves, do the social videos by ourselves, or by yourself, should I say. And yeah, hopefully win this. If it's 2-0, like Europe, you lot have to be quiet, because 2-0 will be like, yo, you know what I mean? Or we can come back again, I guess. But yeah, I need to stop saying we, but that's the end of the video. Take it easy. Peace.